Nable Empower 2026. What a great event. First time I've ever gone. I was invited by their excellent leadership team. Sold out event there in Fort Lauderdale. We're 650 MSPs. Great talking tracks, great keynotes. Like I said, the leadership was great. They had this whole nerd area. It was like a cafe kind of area where people can go in and get some help. It was just set up really, really well. The leadership was incredible. Kim, MK, and Nadia, that helped me, and a couple other podcasters that were there as well. But just an incredible event. Was able to have 5 great conversations. Started off with Nadia, of course, Karatsoreos, and why community wins in the MSP world. I've had the pleasure of knowing Nadia for quite a while now, 15 years. Great for the community. She's just really energetic. Great conversation. The CEO, John Pagliuca, we have a lot of in common, John and I. Of course, we're big Manchester City fans. It was announced at this event that Nable has partnered with them, the official sponsor of their cybersecurity. They're the CTO of Man City, was speaking on stage with John, building resilient businesses like a championship team. Vikram Ramesh, great conversation with Vikram, the CMO. Has an engineer background, and now he's completely in this role now and loving it. Really engaging conversation. I enjoy talking to marketing people, from engineer to storyteller, winning in the AI era. And Stephanie Hammond, oh, what a delight. I got to meet Stephanie when I was there, and she ran the whole nerd cafe there. Really interesting insight, turning trust into revenue for MSP growth. Has been with Nable. I think she was like number 109 employees, something like that, 105, and there's well over 1,900 employees now. Great conversation with Stephanie, lots of energy. I look forward to working with her again in the future. And last but not least, Frank Coletti, another person I have a lot in common with. He is scaling MSP success in a changing tech landscape. A lot in common with Frank, and really great conversation, really engaging. The leadership, like I said, team there was tremendous. Really enjoyed my time at Empower 2026. Hi, I'm Joey Pinz, and here's my 45-second introduction. After starting my business in the 90s, I started developing poor habits of eating in my diet because I was working way too much. Before you know it, I found myself 340 pounds. The doctor told me if I don't lose the weight, I'm not going to see my daughter graduate. Took the next 7 months, lost 130 pounds. People think there's some secret. Ask me, how'd you lose that weight? Like there's some secret. There is no secret. How'd I lose the weight? Just one word: discipline. I've had other successes in life, and I attribute them all to discipline. Now, I'm not the king of discipline, but I believe that it can help all of us. Friends, colleagues convinced me to start a podcast. The podcast mission: how do we better ourselves and society? I talk to interesting people in health, fitness, sport, wellness, business, technology, science, art, and culture. And I eventually ask them how discipline plays a role in their life. Podcast vision: growth through learning from others. How are you related? What does the role of diamond rings and cookies play in your life?
Yeah, have you heard about this before? So carrots, like diamonds.
Because it's your last name.
Yeah.
Okay. Carrots
it's
like
how my husband sold it to me. Okay.
I say.
So carrots like diamonds or gold.
Right.
Oreos like the cookies. Carrots, Oreos.
That's how you spell your last name.
That's how you say it.
But it's pronounced?
Carrots, Oreos. I kid you not.
If a Greek person is listening and they
Yes.
heard that, they would not.
Karatsoreos.
Oh, Karatsoreos.
That's how the Greek people would say it.
Right.
But I'm an Italian Canadian, so it's carrots and Oreos.
There's nothing wrong with that. In this fast-paced MSP landscape, how do you stay ahead? Introducing MSPinfluencer.com, your ultimate hub for MSP news, insights, and community connection, powered by ForzaDash. More than 75,000 MSPs subscribe to our MSP Influencer Pulse weekly newsletter, staying informed and ahead of industry trends. Tune in to emerging podcasts from Joey Pinz and leading MSP voices, offering essential tips, powerful insights, and success stories. Explore our multi-authored blogs, crafted specifically for MSP leaders, delivering fresh perspectives and actionable strategies. Celebrate excellence with the industry-leading ForzaDash MSP Influencer Awards, recognizing innovation, leadership, and impact in the MSP community. Join thousands of MSP professionals who trust MSPinfluencer.com to grow their business and expand their networks. MSPinfluencer.com, where today's MSP leaders connect, collaborate, and conquer, all powered by the ForzaDash platform, helping MSP vendors work effectively with MSPs and helping MSPs grow.
No,
That's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah, it's easy to remember. Who doesn't like some diamonds and some cookies? It's a win-win.
That's like you. You shine like a diamond, and you're also very sweet.
Look at you.
Yeah. We're here at your big Empower event. Thank you for having me. You do this just once a year, correct?
Once a year, yes.
Is that enough?
You know what? It builds excitement, what I say. It's never enough. If you ask me, we'd be here every month.
Really?
I love it.
But the work that goes involved.
It's a lot of work. But it's what do they say? It's a passion. So I love it.
And so what are your goals this week?
It's a couple of things. So we call it an event, right?
Yeah.
We call it an event, but it's really a community. Empower is a community. It brings people together. The one thing that keeps bringing me back to this MSP channel, the reason why I can't leave, we call each other partners.
Yeah, we do.
Right? And it's really built on community. I speak to, people in my family or my friends, and they talk about the industry they're in, but nobody talks about community like we do. So Empower is a community. It brings people, like-minded people together. We're all in this together, whether we're a vendor, an MSP, a value-added reseller, a distributor. We have the same challenges. We want to make the world a safer place, right? Like we're here to learn about cybersecurity. We want to make the world a safer place. So we have a common goal, so it brings us all together. And
why should an MSP consider being part of this community?
Well, it's just that. We have challenges, right? Like every time we think we figured it out, some new challenge comes up. So you want to be part of it because, number one, you have the support. People, again, want to work, even if you're a competitor, we want to work together. So you want to be part of it for that reason. The sessions are great. We bring some industry experts in. We bring in people that, like the names that you know, and maybe some names that you don't know, but a peer who has done something really well and who wants to teach others about it. So you have these great sessions, but then you also have the hallway chats.
Yeah.
Right? Like on my way to come to this exact desk, I walked by people having a conversation. And you know what? Maybe they've seen each other at other Empowers. Maybe they saw each other at another event. But it's a meeting place. So you get to go to the sessions, learn a bunch, have those hallway chats, and maybe even have some good times too, right? Like we're going to have some fun here.
Yeah, we sure are.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time we met, 15 years ago?
At least. Maybe more.
So you've been in the channel that long?
Yes. I don't like to tell people because then they start to do math and figure out how old I am.
Very young.
But yeah, no, it's probably been about 17 years.
Wow. Yeah. And what keeps you coming back?
I love the partnerships. I love the fact that we're in it together. Everybody has a client or a customer. We have a partner.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that we call each other that. I love that somebody can say, this vendor provides me, with software or provides me with something that helps me with my business. But there is a whole company behind it, a community behind it that really has a vested interest in me doing well. So it keeps bringing me back because I absolutely love the community aspect.
I have to say, I've been meeting with your leadership. They're at RSA a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
And here, I've been talking to them. I mean, really easy to work with. I mean, it's really great. How long have you been at Nable?
So I'm a boomerang.
That's right.
Yes, I'm a boomerang. So I started way back with GFI Max, who became Logic Now, who became SolarWinds MSP. And then I've been back now as a Nable. It's coming up to 2 years.
Wow. So when we first met, I was in a peer group at HTG. I want to say it was like Arizona or something.
Yes, that sounds right. Yeah,
held a party,
that sounds right.
And it might have even been Greek food. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And who were you with then?
Level Platforms.
Level Platforms.
Yes, that's where I started my journey.
Now, what happened to Level Platforms? Remind me.
Acquired by AVG. And then they were acquired by Avast, and I believe they're part of Barracuda now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you still know people there?
No. You know what? It's amazing. Nobody's left. I actually knew an MSP, a partner, that still used them.
Whoa.
A couple of years ago. I said Level Platforms, and they said, "Oh, I still use them. It's not called Level Platforms anymore, but I still use them."
I completely forgot about them.
Yes. Small little tiny RMM shop in Ottawa, Canada.
Yeah, it was an RMM because back then it was Kaseya, it was them, it was
Nable.
Nable, of course. Yes. Those are the big players. I remember Level Platforms, there were like no agent if I was
correct.
Yeah, that was their big thing.
Yes,
which had its issues.
Yes, we sold the fact that and it was good things. It was, but as people started getting laptops instead of desktops, and the cloud came into play.
He's separated from the network.
Unfortunately, it wasn't. It was no longer easy to sell anymore.
Is there a question, Nadia, you wish more people would ask you?
That's a good question. I wish you would ask me that question. No, you know what? I would say. You did ask me, why do I love doing this?
Yeah.
One of the things that, why I love running these events, whether it's this large event here, like bringing hundreds and hundreds of people here, or even arranging a dinner, is the fact that I love bringing people out of their element, out of their day-to-day business. It's so easy to get caught up in the grind. And I know it sounds cliche, but taking the time outside of your business, get out of the business and really work on it. It's such a great opportunity. So that's why I keep doing it. I keep running it, like I said, even if it's a partner dinner. I love the fact, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what drives us, right? Let's talk about what our why is. And tie it back to how we can make that better for us in our businesses. So my why is my family. I love my family. I absolutely love my family.
Italians and Greeks are families.
Yes, can you imagine?
Yes.
My daughter's half Italian, half Greek. So you can imagine. But that's my why. Once you learn that about somebody and you find out what their purpose is and why they're running this business or why they do the things that they do and have a real good human conversation, nothing beats it. So I absolutely, I love when somebody says why do you run these events? Some people ask me even this week, are you out of your mind? You run this event, you must be exhausted. And I'm like, yeah, I haven't slept in months.
Wow.
But it's all worth it when I see people laughing or smiling or tell me that this was one of the best events they've ever been to. Totally worth it.
When people ask me, Nadia, I'm not good enough to give advice, but the 3 things that turned my company around, that helped me, one was joining a peer group. You said, getting away from the business.
Yes.
Talking to people. An entrepreneur could be very lonely. The owner of an MSP can be a very lonely job. You can't confide in your employees and your partners, to join a peer group was number 1. Number 2 was there's plenty of entrepreneurial operating systems.
Yes.
Get one and adopt it.
Yes.
Doesn't matter which one, get it and adopt it. And last, don't be humble enough, to hire a coach. Don't think you can do it yourself.
100%.
Those are my 3 points. Thoughts?
Yes. I totally agree. The peer groups, and we met at a peer group,
first time
right?
we met, yes.
I absolutely, because they hold you accountable, right?
Do.
So, I talk about New Year's resolutions, right? Every year we all say we're gonna, eat well or exercise more. Yes. But who holds us accountable? Those peer groups do just that,
they do, really
right?
do.
Like you said, you get away from the grind, you get away from your employees or your spouse or whoever, and it's like-minded people. You're in the same boat together. But the thing is, if you say, hey, I want to make this much money by the end of the year, guess what? Next quarter when you meet, they're going to ask you, how you doing? What are you doing? So being held accountable, 100% agree with that. I also say a sales and marketing plan. We get most MSPs I speak with, not all, will say they love the technology, they love fixing things. But the sales and marketing part gets difficult. So get together, get a plan together, whether that's the many that are out there, but get to something, stick to the plan and really do it. It's tough. Get out of your comfort zone. Really do it. So I would say, totally agree with everything you said. The coach too, be humble enough to say, I need help. And the good thing about a coach and why I love the idea of it is that they've worked with so many different types of MSPs.
Yes.
It's so many in different areas and, different verticals even. And you can learn so much from them. So there's only so much, a Google can teach you or a ChatGPT can teach you. Get to a coach that's actually spoken to people, worked with people, know what works, what doesn't. And I 100% agree.
Yeah, people have to remember Tiger Woods had a coach.
Yes. Yeah. Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. These people had coaches. What if discipline wasn't about punishment, but about unlocking your best self? I spent 2.5 years writing Discipline for Greatness because discipline changed my life. And I know it can change yours too. This isn't theory. Inside, you'll find real, practical steps you can use immediately to focus better, build stronger habits, reduce stress, accomplish your goals, and bring more balance to your life. Whether you're trying to get healthier, improve your career, or simply feel more control, this book gives you the framework. Start today. Grab your copy of Discipline for Greatness at joeypinz.com/book. Thank you. And as far as peer groups, I can remember flying into wherever our destination was and like trembling. I said, I did not have a good quarter. This group is going to give it to me.
But you need that.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
The three things that keep MSPs up at night has been pretty consistent, Nadia. Over the last 5 or 6 years, I talk to MSPs every day.
Yes.
Number one, cybersecurity.
Yes.
If their clients get attacked, they're going to have to allocate resources, their flat rate, they're going to lose money, they're probably going to get fired, they may even get sued.
Yes. Yeah.
Number two is human capital. How can I keep my people happy? How can I get new people? Unemployment in IT here in the States is 1%.
Yes. Yeah.
And then third, as you said, growth. They're tech-led mostly. They're not good at that. Their friends are selling their MSPs. PE has poured in hundreds of millions of dollars, almost validated the industry.
100%.
And their friends are selling their MSPs, getting nice cars. How am I going to grow both organically and inorganically through acquisition? Your thought about those threes and how does Nable help?
100% agree with. I'm going to add a fourth one.
Okay.
I'm going to add a fourth one. What do I do about this AI thing? And how do I build that into my business? So I'll say, 100% agree with that. As far as the sales and marketing, how do I help with the growth? How do I help with that? That's what we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here this week, right? We want to help you. There's boot camp sessions. There's vendors in the vendor hall that are going to help you with that growth. So I would say absolutely. Cybersecurity, that's
bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
Yeah.
Our tagline this week has been Hello Business Resilience, because you need to be resilient as a business, right? Things are going to happen. It's not like what if. It's going to happen, and you need to be prepared, and you need to have the right businesses or the right partners with you. So 100% agree with that there. And again, just the AI part, like we talked about, like AI is everywhere. How does it actually affect your business? How does it affect your customers' businesses? Do they need to be worried about it? Do they need to embrace it? And I think MSPs are getting those questions now. They know about AI. Everyone's talking about it. How do they talk to their customers about it?
Yes.
And do they even talk to them about it? But how do they make them feel better? People are worried about their jobs. People are worried about their safety. The MSP really is that answer for everything. So they have to keep up to date. But 100% agree and enable. That's what we're here for. We're here to, like I said, we don't call you a customer. We call you a partner. There's a reason.
It's tough to be an MSP now. You need good partners.
Yes, absolutely. I'll say it's always been tough. Like we talked about back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember one of my first conferences I ever went to, someone on stage said, if you're not in the cloud by the end of the year, you'll be out of business.
Wow.
And everybody was scurrying around. Everybody was worried. And then, fast forward, then it was fast forward, cybersecurity. Now, there's going to be something that's going to happen. You better go out and get your tools. And now it's AI. There's always going to be something that's, those scaries that they tell us.
Yeah.
But it's how do you kind of rise above that? What are you doing to keep yourself informed and also making the best decisions for your business, in turn helps your customers' businesses?
Yeah, and then quantum is right around the corner, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there something, Nadia, you believed firmly in 10 years ago that you no longer believe now?
That's a good one. That's a good question. I would say, we talked about like spending the time like always in your business and not taking that rest, that work-life balance. I think the COVID years taught us something, right? That like we stayed home a little more. We spent a little more time with some of our loved ones. I'd say like, take that time, take those breaks. I would say 10 years ago, I didn't believe I needed a break. I thought, just keep working. You
right.
if you take a break, you take your eye off the prize, somebody else will take that prize. I don't necessarily believe that now. I think it's important to take that time away sometimes, step back, trust people, trust whether it's your employees, a partner, trust them to look things after things while you're out. And just take that time to kind of reset, take that mental load off, and really and worry about yourself. I always say it, right? When you go on a plane, what do they say, right? Put your own mask on first.
That's right.
So you got to take care of yourself. Yeah. If your health is good, you're feeling good, everything else will work out.
Has motherhood changed that?
100%. Yes, it definitely has. Yeah. My 6-year-old likes to remind me that I need to slow down sometimes, and maybe close the laptop and have a dance party in the family room with me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
So I don't know if you know this about me, Nadia. So I started the MSP back in the 90s. Was working way too hard.
Yes.
Your point. 14-hour days, 16-hour days. Not exercising, putting everything in the back seat.
Yes.
Next thing I know, I'm in front of the doctor. She tells me I'm at 340 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I had gained all this terrible amount of weight. And she says to me, if you don't lose this weight, you're not going to see your daughter graduate. My daughter was just born.
Yes.
So I'm driving home, punching the steering wheel.
Yeah.
I can abuse myself all I want, but it's much bigger than me now.
Yes, yeah.
These decisions I make just aren't on me anymore. I'm not a kid anymore. I've got this family. Somehow I'm responsible bringing this beautiful girl into the world. So I spent the next 6-7 months, lost about 120 pounds.
Amazing.
And kept it all. So you can't look at these things as finishing lines.
Exactly.
These
Oh,
are
100%
lifelong
agree.
changes. Yeah. So when I tell people this story, they always say, what's your secret? What'd you do? I say, there's no secret. I say discipline.
Yes.
Right, focus, routine, motivation. How does discipline play a role in your life, Nadia?
Exactly that. A very similar story where it was, before I was always worried about work is always still important, but always like getting those goals for work and never worrying about like the personal stuff. But that discipline is so important, reminding myself that it's okay to take maybe an hour and a half for lunch that day because it's a nice day and you want to sit and feel the sunshine on your face. Like, I think it's just constantly reminding myself and booking that time in my calendar. Like there's certain times where I'll say, I'm going to block off this hour and I'm not even going to look at my phone. I'm just going to rest and take care of myself. And that's something that I'm become much better at. And it's similar to you, like where it's, I think, having my daughter and knowing that I want to be here for a really long time. I want to be here and I want to be present while I'm here. And I think that's the discipline that I needed. Before she was born, I didn't have that type of discipline.
Yeah, to really kind of pull aside and say, this is for me and it helps. And the company they're going to be thankful for it because you'll be better.
Exactly. Yeah. You get a much better me if I'm not answering emails on a Sunday.
That's right.
And on that Monday morning, I'm refreshed, I'm ready to go.
What motivates you, Nadia?
I would say I love seeing people happy. If I know that I've done something, like I said, like this event is a perfect example. If I've done something that people walk away and say, that was worth the plane ride to Fort Lauderdale. That was worth a few days away from my family or my business. If I hear people say that they enjoyed something that my team and I put together for them, that really motivates me. Again, too, I love the industry. I love that I get to maintain these relationships. I love meeting new people. I absolutely love it. So I would say just doing the best I can here and having that, that reputation of being a partner in the industry really does motivate me.
Yeah, and you're well known. So many MSPs know you. So given the motivation, like you said impact. You didn't say impact, but I kind of heard it.
Yeah.
Learning, meeting people. How do you measure success?
Well, an event like this, if I see people come back, right? So if I see some return visitors and maybe even some new ones, that means somebody had some FOMO from something that they saw on LinkedIn and decided to register the next year. That's something that, we can easily measure. And we do like surveys and things like that. And we look at that. And I would say too, just the feeling we get like on Wednesday evening when it's all over and we're at the party and I see people letting loose and having a good time. I know, okay, we did something right this week.
Want to show your love for discipline, inspiration, and the Joey Pinz podcast? Now's your chance. Introducing the brand new Joey Pinz merch store, where style meets discipline. Choose from premium apparel, cozy hoodies, stylish hats, durable bags, and your new favorite coffee mug, all featuring the iconic Joey Pinz logo. Perfect for podcast fans, discipline enthusiasts, or as unique gifts for friends and family. Every purchase supports the Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations podcast, helping us continue to inspire greatness and promote positive change. Visit joeypinz.com/store today and wear your discipline proudly. Joey Pinz merch. Wear it, share it, and live it. What would stop your success? If you stopped doing something right now, what would that be to stop your success?
I would say just not getting out here and meeting people.
Yeah.
That would definitely hurt. Meeting new people, trying new things at these types of events, like not the whole cookie cutter thing, just not trying new things, I think would really, really hurt me. So I think that would be that would be something that would hurt the success.
Plus, you've been kind of cooped up. There was a tough winter in Toronto this year.
Yes,
especially.
It was very. So Fort Lauderdale sounded even better. The
even
Sunshine
better.
State called me.
This time of year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need to get out. I need to meet new people and see old friends too, right? Like we reminisce, like we said about the first time we had dinner together. Like that's amazing. How many people can say, well, yeah, I met this person 15, 16 years ago.
Has there been anything in the last month or so you changed your mind on?
I would say I don't think so. No, I would say I pretty much make up my mind and stick to it. One thought would be like, again, we talked about AI, right?
Right.
There's always that apprehension about embracing something new like that. I would say maybe a little more than a month, but now I'm using it a lot in my work, and it's not just to craft an email that sounds really professional, but doing research about competitors and what they might be doing, or what's going on in a particular area that we might be doing an event at. So like using AI more, I'd say in the last few months is something I've embraced, and I absolutely love it. It's making me feel more confident too when I make decisions, because I've double, triple checked and I've done the legwork. So I'd say it's more than a month. So I didn't answer your question exactly, but I would say, that's something that I've really, really embraced and changed my mind about.
It's to the point where I can't imagine being without it.
Absolutely. Yeah. 100. It's like asking me not to drive my car anymore.
Right.
Like it's, I go to it for everything. Like, whether it's Copilot or ChatGPT or whatever it is, like it's something that I've embraced fully, and I'm not letting go.
Yeah, I'm not either. This was a long time coming, Nadia. Thank you so much.
Been
thank dying
you.
to sit with you. Anybody watching or listening to get in touch with you, probably LinkedIn would be the best.
LinkedIn. Search Nadia K is probably the best way to find me. And please do connect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening and or viewing Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations. Please share this episode with one or two of your friends who you think may benefit from the episode. Our website, www.joeypinz.com. There you'll find lots of resources, and you could join our mailing list. Please follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Podcast information, the video version of our podcast is on YouTube. Please subscribe. Audio is on all major podcasting platforms. Please follow them. And if you like it, please consider giving 5-star rating. Would really appreciate that. Thank you again for listening or watching Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations.